Tyrone, thanks for joining us. After our narrow defeat at Wolves last weekend, how have the squad set about bouncing back this week?
Nothing different. The same as what we were doing when we were winning games. A lot of planning for the next game, a lot of learning from the previous game, and a lot of hard work on the training pitch. Nothing really changes. I think we've had some really good parts of the season, some tough times, and certainly a couple of losses isn't going to derail our positive thinking for a good end to the season.
You've touched on it there. No one in the camp was getting too carried away on the back of the unbeaten run, and I'm guessing that's the same following defeats as well. Everyone just stays level-headed.
Yeah, because I think if you look at our performance, certainly in the Wolves game, we're actually quite proud of some of the things that we wanted to do in the game, some of the ways that we wanted to play, and the fine margins of how we conceded the goal, which ultimately decided the game, was maybe something that whilst we were going through our unbeaten run would have gone over the bar or hit the bar, or we would have got a stroke of luck. So I think even those games were tight. I mean, I always look back to kind of Southampton away, and they're a team that are at the bottom of the league now, and we got out of there with a 1-0 win and a disallowed goal through VAR. So games are so tight, and the only thing that we can control is our performance. So for that, in the most recent game, the Wolves game, we were proud of it, and yeah, could have come away with a point more or 3 points more if I was any better at finishing.
It was great to see Diego make his long-awaited return after 9 months out. All the hard work that he's put in, you must have been really pleased for him.
Yeah, absolutely, and I've been there myself, obviously, with long-term injuries, and it's a lonely place at times. So to see him come back and make his long-awaited comeback it's one thing getting back and being in amongst the team and kind of cheering everybody on, but to get back on the pitch and feel part of it again is something that I'm sure he's one, over the moon at, and two, desperately wants more of. So yeah, really happy to see him back, and such a great reward as well for all the hard work that he's put in.
On a personal note, you've enjoyed a really impressive campaign. How have you found working under Unai and the rest of his coaching team?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's still a steep learning curve, but one that I'm really enjoying. I think just as I start to think that I understand how the manager wants us to play in a certain shape, he throws something else in and gives you something else to learn. So yeah, long may it continue. I'm really enjoying it, and I think you're seeing on the pitch the development of the style of play that the manager wants. Sometimes that leads to good results, sometimes it doesn't, but everybody's buying into what the manager wants, and I think that, yeah, is creating a really positive feeling around the training ground.
We're now in mid-May, 3 big games remaining, Rents are in the final straight. How do you assess it from here on in?
Exciting. I think we've been in everybody in the dressing room, of course, would have been in high pressure situations throughout their career at times, and this doesn't feel like one of them. It feels like a really exciting moment in time, and things are in our hands to a certain extent, but it feels so much nicer than being in a relegation battle, I'll tell you that for free. So we're relishing it, we are, and to be in and around the teams that we're in and around and fighting for a place to be in Europe next year is something that, for sure, when this manager came in, if you'd offered it to us, we'd absolutely have snapped your hand off for it. So yeah, exciting end to the season.
Looking ahead to Tottenham on Saturday, what are you expecting, and how much confidence can we take from our victory there in the reverse fixture on New Year's Day?
I don't know whether that will translate into this game as much, because teams are always in a different kind of headspace or momentum, or when you play them. Sometimes you play teams at certain times and you get a completely different result. Wolves, for example, lost 6-0 the week before and then beat us last week. So I don't think there's really much consistency in this Premier League whatsoever, other than maybe Arsenal and Man City. And I mean consistency of results. So what can we expect from them? They're obviously a fantastic set of individuals. Sometimes it doesn't always come together as a team, but they've got world-class players. And for sure it's going to be a very, very, very difficult day trying to keep them quiet, especially the attackers. But hopefully they're sitting there thinking the same about our attackers and our team, and the fact of coming to Villa Park is never easy for any team, and we've got quite an impressive record recently at home, so we'll take full confidence of kind of the lack of goals that we've conceded and the goals that we've been scoring at home, and yeah, hopefully use the energy of the crowd to get another 3 points.